Hello everyone. I think I did not say anything after the last stops that we did yesterday at these Brockies, at these small thrift stores. I mean, we found like crazy good stuff. They are the turtles figure. I think I probably put in some like haul stuff in between, so you have seen that. Today is the first day of the weekend, and we have a lot of things like planned. The first thing today is a small flea market, which will be part of this video here. It's raining like crazy outside, so I don't know how much you can see here, but it's like not the best weather, so we don't even know how much people will be there and find anything. The next thing will be another completely different video where we will visit a Barbie store here in the region, so the Think Pink store. So this will be its own video, and then probably the next video or videos, depending, will be of the big German Swiss flea market, which is like on both sides of the country and is like 24 hours or 25 hours long. So it will actually be overnight, so this will be also its own video. So but let's see, this is just a small flea market here. I don't know if you find anything. Okay, this was really the first seller that I thought, oh, that looks promising. A little girl and her mother. I have to do a voiceover because we were talking in German. So yeah, so I saw a lot of toys, like from maybe the last couple of years, so everything new, but it's still worth looking into those boxes because you never know. But this box, I saw there were lots of dolls in there, so she explained to me everything about LOL and LOL surprise. It was so cute. But I could see, yeah, there's like modern dolls, like, you know, Disney, Anna, Elsa, a knockoff, Equestria Girls or whatever that was, more LOL. Here we've got an OMG. There's a couple of modern mermaid Barbies. But I could see that like at the table and in the other boxes there was so much more, and but I was obviously hoping for like something My Little Pony, because I saw that she had some Equestria Girls. I don't know if these were real or fake Equestria Girls dolls, but yes. You see this big playset, the castle in purple there, that's a big G4 My Little Pony castle, the Equestria playset, and there's another playset, and then she brought, yes, I have My Little Pony stuff, this whole box with, you know, G4 My Little Pony stuff. Unfortunately, I mean, it made sense. She was still pretty young, so she didn't start with My Little Pony before the movie. So everything is like reboot style G4 My Little Pony. But I looked through there, and for example, this Pinkie Pie Seed Pony I don't have, so I'm interested. And well, there's the queen of the sea ponies, which belongs to this huge ass playset on the left. There's obviously some others. There's also some McDonald's and some smaller bits and bobs, and this ginormous one, which I'm not interested in. But look at this. This is one of those, you know, the bendable hair ponies, where I have two of them, but I don't have a rarity. So yep, that one's also get put to the side. So my small maybe pile. Yeah. Also, she fell down again. And yeah, small ones that I'm not interested in. I don't think that you see the small one that I am interested in. No, I don't think it's in the footage, but you will see it in the haul. This Applejack is, for example, a bigger one, so fashion style one. So none of these other ones are interesting for me. But at least there was already a little bit of stuff that I don't have. Well, it's just G4. Yes, some more that I'm not picking up. And this other playset, these parts I think go all to the other smaller sea pony playset from the like around 2017 time of My Little Pony. Yeah, what else was there? There you can see actually this other playset, the Sea Lagoon or something, which comes with a Pinkie Pie that I picked up. Went through the Barbies again. Nope, still no older Barbies in there. Then I went to the other side where she also had a tub of plushies, so it also doesn't hurt to look through those. Really good collection of cute stuff, but nothing from the era that I would pick up. Yeah, and the girl was still pretty young, so I was wondering why they would sell all of the stuff. I hope she doesn't regret it in the future. Yep, this little small flea market, I mean, it wasn't all that bad. It was very bad weather, but it started off for me with finding these ponies, which, I mean, at least some kind of ponies. It's G4 ponies, and yes, she had two of the very big sea pony play sets. So the big Sequestria one that actually came with Queen Novo, and I think the smaller one, which I don't really remember the name, what it was called, but the one that came with Pinkie Pie, and I think this is also the Pinkie Pie that came with it. I don't have space for anything this big in terms of G4. I wish I had a complete just pony room, then I would also have all of the other generations play sets and all of that. Oh, that would be lovely. But yeah, I at least decided to go for the Pinkie Pie Sea Pony. So these are from 2017 when the movie was released, because they are tie-in with the movie. And because I don't have a Pinkie Pie Sea Pony yet. Of course, they look more like the, you know, the, oops, my goodness. When they kind of changed the G4 pony look a little bit, so the reboot ponies, but there's no other sea ponies. There were no sea ponies before that, so if you want to have sea ponies, you gotta go with the reboot look, of course. And I mean, yeah, as I said, I don't have a Pinkie Pie sea pony. Her hair was horrible. It is still not super good, but this is like the best that I could do. It took a lot of work already with, you know, straightening iron and all of that. So, and it looks at least fine. The Queen Novo I actually do have, but I picked her up because she's one that is a little more sought after. Not really, but as she was just released, I mean, there's other Pinkie Pie sea ponies released, not only with the playset, but she was really just released with the big Sequestria playset, and so she's maybe not the most common one, and she's very pretty. She's not brushable. She does not have any brushable hair at all, but considering the quality of brushable hair towards the end of the G4 line, I mean, it's not really, it's actually a good thing. She's so pretty. She has her pearlescent body, her see-through like almost like wings, and the colors, and yeah, she's a really pretty one. So I couldn't leave her. I thought in terms of G4, this is maybe something that if someone wants, I don't know, if someone wants to trade or whatever, you're gonna take this one. And then I picked up this rarity, yes, also a reboot style pony, but I kind of like them with these, like, you know, hair strands that are kind of, you know, they don't have wire, but you know, you can still, it's more like they have, some of these strands have like wax around it or whatever, but so you can make them, you know, form them, you can shape them, etc. And I always thought there is just Applejack and Pinkie Pie because I have these already, but no, apparently there was also rarity. I forgot the name of the set. Twisty Twirly Hair. This is what the set was called. The Twisty Twirly Hair rarity, and also from 2017. The playset that the Pinkie Pie came with was called the Seashell Lagoon playset, and yeah, the other one came with a big Sequestria playset, and all of them are from 2017. So one pony that I think is a little more recent, and actually my favorite find, is this super small one. It's one of the, I mean, they were had kind of one color over it, and you put them in water and then it dissolves, and then it gives you really the look at the pony, similar to what you know, the Barbie color reveal is doing, etc. And these are towards the end of like G4 already, maybe more of the G5, so I don't really know if this is still considered G4 or if it's considered G5, but they made these little like kind of, they look like gems. And I'm not sure were these the ponies that you could put on rings, were these the ring ponies, I'm not sure, but they made a couple of characters that resemble looks of G1 ponies, and this is one. So this is the Magic Mimics.
So if you look very closely, there's a parrot on it, and the color resembles a little bit the very, very sought after G1 pony Mimic, because it is a hot neon yellow-green color. I mean, it has multicolored hair, but this is one of the colors that's in her hair, and she has the parrot. And I mean, the G1 pony is just called Mimic, but this one here is Magic Mimics. So I'm pretty happy about this one. It had still a lot of the pink stuff on it that did not come off, and that it was quite a lot of work to get all of this off. Mostly it is off now, but kind of, I don't know, I have none of these miniature G4/G5 ponies. I don't even know, I've never seen them for sale, but they were probably just sold online here. So very happy about this small one.
Okay, let's have a look what some of the other sellers are offering. What did this guy have? Ah yeah, this cool vintage Donald Duck suitcase. I don't know, I first thought it's like a cassette suitcase, but I don't think, because it was like more rounded, it doesn't really work for cassette tapes that well. Cute, but not really into it. What was there? Some cool colorful glasses, and yeah, the cute Sylvanian families, a couple of them, and some furniture, which I don't know if this is Sylvanian family furniture. I don't think so. Just looks like normal wooden dollhouse furniture, and a weird doll and another weird doll. I mean, if you don't find any toys, you'll definitely find some weird dolls somewhere at the flea market, because there's just another weird doll laying in a doll bed, and some cowbells, and some N64 games. I think I looked through all of them. Nothing really interesting, mostly sports games, and some Playmobil. Yeah, I'm not into Playmobil. I've never been into Playmobil, not even as a child. Here we've got even more Playmobil. I always thought it's ugly. I don't know, I never liked Playmobil. I always liked Lego way, way more. I always found Playmobil to be the young children variant of Lego, which it is not. Duplo is the young children variant of Lego, but whatever. What do we have here? Ah, Zelina looking at some bedding again, because she likes to make fashion pieces out of bedding, but that one was Jurassic World, and the dinosaur was way too big to make any fashion pieces out of. There was a Simpsons comic. And what's here? What's up here? I asked some more Playmobil again. I mean, Playmobil's, I never film it. You always find some Playmobil at flea markets. And another weird baby doll. Yeah. So nothing really interesting apart from the My Little Ponies in the beginning so far. Here at least we've got a fakey My Little Pony, which I have to say, in Switzerland, when we did all of these thrift stores, these Brockis, there weren't even any fakey ponies. I mean, a couple, but it was really not a lot. Even less fakey ponies than I find in Berlin, and let alone any real ponies. I mean, couple of G4s, but nothing G1, no. And yeah, in between it had stopped raining. Here I had to put up my umbrella again because it started again. And here Zelina's looking at a cool oversized denim jean jacket. Very cool one. And yeah, this is actually, apart from the first vendor with the My Little Pony stuff, the most interesting things here. Because this box is full of dolls. At first we didn't even see it because she had more like, Marvel plushies and Marvel Funko Pops and stuff like that. But in these little baggies there are dolls, and there's doll accessories. I'm actually a little bit mad because we were talking a lot here, Zelina and I, but we all talked in German, so I have to do a voiceover again because there's a lot of Bratz in there. And yeah, I was explaining there was a Bratz kid, for example, and then I looked through the other ones and I noticed, this is one of the winter ones. Ooh, cool. At least I recognized something from Bratz because my Bratz knowledge is like very small. There's just a couple of lines that I recognize, and this is one, of the, I just said one of the winter ones, yes. And I see this one, yeah, that looks very rocking. So, and the stand says it. It's Rock Angels. That's one of the Bratz Rock Angels. And here we've got a full little baggie of, you know, Barbie and Bratz or whatever suitcases and bags, which is interesting. Another Bratz. The cool thing is really that most of them have a lot of accessories. There you go, surfboard and a lot of fashions. And as I'm not super like knowledgeable what belongs to what, I was guessing that most of it actually belongs to the doll in the bag. Turns out not completely, but a lot of stuff really belongs there. We actually picked up this bag. Selena saw that there's definitely one Barbie suitcase in there and a couple of other cool, you know, baggies and I don't know, doll suitcases, and it wasn't very expensive. And I actually already also asked the seller how much actually for a doll. Here we've got a Bratz baby. Not really into that, but I was trying to explain to Selena the little bit of Bratz knowledge that I had. So here's a Bratz baby and da-da-da. Oh, this is actually a, this is one of the Forces of Destiny dolls. It's Rey from Star Wars. And it's cool, but I really don't need it. And I asked for the prices. What are the dolls? How much are the dolls? And she came back with 30 Swiss francs. And I was like, oops. Really? That's not really my price range per doll, but it turns out she meant the whole box. She meant the whole box for 30 Swiss francs, and there were like, I don't know what, 15 dolls in there, so that would have been a good price. But no, if I would pick up some of the Bratz, because I got interested in it, because I was like, oh, I kind of know this line, I kind of know this line. And I know some of these lines are kind of thought after, and I was guessing that they're mostly complete because I can see the snowboard in there, etc. So I was like, and how much for a single doll? Yeah, the price definitely got better because she said, now, well, let's make maybe 5. And then I bundled up, and I also got something else. But then I was again looking at this one. I was like, if I would get one, then probably the Rock Angels one. Selena picked up the bag with the bags. Exactly. And I was definitely also thinking about the Forces of Destiny Rey, but the doll, this doll line, I don't know. I could have gotten it new and packaged back like a couple of years back when it was like an absolute peg warmer in the toy stores. No Bratz Kids here we've got again. By the way, there's some Marvel plushies also in this box. So yeah, Bratz Kids, Bratz Babies. Another bag full of accessories, but from this one we couldn't really see what was in there. We didn't notify. We didn't recognize anything from like Barbie or something specific, but there were lots of small doll accessories in there. And yeah, one last look at this Forces of Destiny doll, but I have Ahsoka. That's enough from this line. And yeah, I'm already putting them in my bag. I already paid for them, of course. I'm not just stealing them. These are little Marvel. They're not Funko Pops directly, but they're still from Funko, I think. Marvel figures for my niece, because she is a huge Marvel fan.
And then you saw that I also picked up some Bratz. No, I am not starting a Bratz collection. When I posted this on Instagram, immediately someone was, oh, I'm so happy that you're not collecting Bratz. No, I'm not collecting Bratz. I just couldn't leave them because it is kind of like a disease that you have when you have no disease that kind of comes with knowledge for me, because when I see something that I kind of recognize and I think it's fairly interesting, then I want to get it. I cannot leave it, and I want to talk about it in the video, etc., etc. And this was it. This girl, she had mostly like Marvel stuff, Funko Pops and the cappies and stuff like that. But there was this one like box full of Bratz, and they were all packaged individually in these baggies with a lot of accessories to them. And I'm really not very knowledgeable with what Bratz lines are like available, where available, etc. But I recognize these two. I immediately saw this must be one of the Bratz Rock Angels, and this is one of the Wintertime Wonderland ones. And I know that these lines are thought after, expensive, and it looked like that they came with a lot of the accessories. So I was like, price wise, at first I understood that this person was saying 30 francs per doll, and I was like, oh no, okay, I would have never picked up a doll for 30 francs, no matter how many like accessories they had, whatever. But then it was like, no, I could have bought the whole tub for 30 Swiss francs, but I didn't want to. No, I just picked out these two, and it was like 5 Swiss francs per doll. And I actually bundled together also with something else that I bought there, which are little Marvel figures for my niece. But let's start with the Bratz, because I mean, yeah, they are not as good as I thought, because especially the Wintertime Wonderland Chloe here. Wait, let me put the other one aside. Let me check if that was even a real name. Yeah, that's correct. Chloe from the first wave of the Wintertime Wonderland Bratz from 2003. Everything that I put on her also goes to her. So she has a bobble hat, her ski goggles, a top underneath, a cool jacket, the backpack, pants with belt, these leg warmers, cool shoes. I mean, these are super, I mean, I love them. This is something that I love because it's a fashion that I was wearing myself, or I wanted to wear myself. I love platform boots forever and ever and always. And these are so cool. And she has her snowboard, and she comes with a couple more of her accessories, but it is still not everything, because these dolls came with so many accessories. Bratz are made by MGA. I think the first Bratz were released in the early 90s, in the early 2000s. I'm not sure, of like 2001 was the first release, or I'm not sure about that, didn't really check. But I mean, even the snowboard says Wintertime Wonderland. But they came with so many accessories. They had at least one complete more like additional outfit. And not a lot of the stuff is there, because actually I think underneath this top there would be a long sleeve one with a like, you know, turtleneck. And what I definitely have in here is the second pair of boots. These are in here. And yeah, then there was, another pair of glasses, which I think does not go to her. Here's one of the hot cocoa cups that goes to the Wintertime Wonderland line, but it's not hers. Hers would be more this turquoise light blue color. And then I have three more skirts, which I think just this one is hers. So this would be her additional skirt, little denim number. But I have another cord one in here and another denim one, which must go to other dolls. Bratz is really hard for me to identify and research if I just have these small pieces. I didn't find out. Yeah, and this one brush here, which definitely is a Bratz brush, but I couldn't see in the like on the package if this is really the one from her. So yeah, not as complete as I was hoping for, but you can at least put together one full outfit, and it looks very cool. So I will for now keep her. Yeah, and by the way, also she, like her body is not in a good condition. I thought it is just like dirt, but for this doll, I was not able to get everything off. You can still see there's a little bit on her cheek. There's actually a lot on her forehead somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, there. The camera doesn't really pick it up, but there's definitely more stuff. And then her complete legs are discolored AF. Really like dark spots everywhere. That's why I also I didn't put on the the mini skirt, but I kept it with these trousers. But like this, she looks fine. She has crimped hair, and her hair is definitely cut. So the hair also was not crimped as nicely anymore. I re-crimped it, which is fine. It's the micro crimp. It is Kanekalon, but was cut very uneven, so I think it was cut, so it should probably be a little longer. But like, I will probably keep her. She just looks very cool. But I am not starting a Bratz collection. This is more like, I couldn't. I knew it is something that's people like, even if I don't want this at one point, I could probably sell it. And same with the Bratz Rock Angels, which is also one of the sets. I know they have reproduced it, etc., etc., but the originals, these are definitely originals. These are not the reproductions. These are still pretty thought after. Also here, I can put together almost one complete outfit, and she has her stand. I mean, it says Rock Angels there. These are her trousers. Here are one of her shoes, the pair. So really so like 2000s, the fashion, with the ripped denim here and the low cut of the trousers. And she even has like a sparkly piercing. So it's just a rhinestone in her belly button. This top also goes to her. And there's another one, this red one, which I think also goes to her. By the way, what is the character? Is it Jade or... sorry, I'm so unprepared. Yeah, it's Jade. So Rock Angels Jade. I think I don't have any of her like jackets or something. She should have like a black leathery jacket or something. Or there's another... I didn't save a picture of the box or something else, but this is not belonging to her, I think. This vest, this denim vest, but she also comes with her guitar, ta-da, and her microphone stand. The microphone is not in there, but I mean, this is like, look at her hair. This is a Saran hair. This is not Kanekalon, and it is rooted in this pattern of, you know, light blonde and black. Someone cut a little bit here. There's some cut strands. Her makeup, really lovely. All of the dirt, etc., came off of her. Strangely, not of the Chloe. So she is not dirty anymore. She came out really nice. And then there's tons of additional stuff also in her bag, which doesn't go to her. So she was not really putting it together super thoroughly. But so we have another white mini skirt, a pleated mini skirt. We have another white, fluffy, like a sleeveless kind of vest. We have a big brush, which I have no clue. Is this a Bratz brush? We have the same Star Bratz brush again in the same color that the other one also had, and this one also in silver. So I would guess this is more the color of the Rock Angels, but I don't know. And then another pair of trousers here. Another like light denim jacket with some faux fur. Another black top with a glitter print. And oh my goodness, this is a tiny pouch, a tiny bag, also glittery a little bit. Here is another like spaghetti strap top with a butterfly print on it, which you cannot really see, but it's glittery. It's white, you cannot really see it. Then, as I said, this Rock Angels top here, it says Rock Angels. And yeah, this also goes to her. This is the snake print mini skirt that goes to Jade from the Rock Angel. So this goes to her actually also. And then this mini, I don't even know what it is. At first I thought it's the microphone, but if it is the microphone, then it is kind of broken because it's too small. You cannot put it in here. It's maybe it is something. Maybe it's just meant to be a lip gloss or something. Yeah, so halfway complete Bratz Rock Angels Jade and Wintertime Wonderland Chloe. And once again, no, I'm not starting a Bratz collection. It was really this thing of like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Kind of good prices. I thought they were complete at the flea market and I thought they were in a little bit of a better condition, but still. So I'm not sure about the Rock Angels one because this is really not my vibe, to be quite honest. But the Wintertime Wonderland one, she's really sweet. What else there? Yes, as I said, I picked up this whole bag of Marvel minifigures, which I'm very sure my niece will love, because she's a big Marvel fan, and especially this is all, you know, MCU, so Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff. We've got Odin, we've got, oh my goodness, so it's all from Thor, mostly from Thor Ragnarok. What's his name? I forgot his name. Nah, whatever. It's the guy with the striking eyes, the one who opens the door. I think, isn't that Valkyrie? I don't know, but this is, it's so long since I've watched the movies. But we've definitely Thor and Loki, more in her standard look, not really from Ragnarok, more like from, that might be the earlier movie looks. But we've got Hulk here from Thor Ragnarok. This is a Loki version, definitely also I think what he looks more in Thor Ragnarok. This is also more the look of Thor in, I don't know how often I can say Thor Ragnarok. And I think that's it, yeah. And I think I got all of these mini pigs also together, all together for 5 Swiss francs. So, and then together with the Bratz, and then my friend Zidina also bought something from her and also got a little Pikachu for free. So this was a really nice purchase. And I think the last thing that I picked up at this flea market, and we were like, okay, now let's go to the Think Pink store, which will be the next video. But actually, we stopped at another small Brocki, so you have to see that. Smurfs. Die hatte ich als Kind immer, die Schlumpfkasse. Ja. Monster High. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Snugglebumms puzzle. Oh my god. Another one. Oh my freaking god. Snugglebumms. And another one. Yeah, it has all the names. So Snugglebumms is the English name. Then we have Le Bum Bum. This is the French name. Das kenne ich gar nicht. Trolli, probably Netherlands or something. And the other side, here, that's the German name. Knuffelbund, Familie Knuffelbund. Oh my god. So good. Any pony puzzles? Any pony puzzles anywhere? No. Glitter Monster High. This is Modern Littlest Pet Shop. Here's another one. Cool. Oh my freaking god. Oh my god. 4 Snugglebumm puzzles. Can't believe it. Was haben wir hier noch? This one is also, these are also cute, but what, Disney? So, Jungle Book. And gummy bears. I was already thinking about this one, but nope. Of course, I take the Snugglebumms puzzles. What else do they have? Oh, I like the shoes. A little too high for my taste. This was mine. Das verrückte Labyrinth. I had this one. Oh, we had this one in my family. Oh, Muppet Christmas Carol. This is a good one.
Gummibären, das ist cool. Was hast du da noch? What's this?
Oliver and Company.
Oh.
They have one of the best songs ever, I think, because there's a song from Billy Joel. Why should I worry?
Ja.
It's complete.
Yeah, I also haven't looked if the other ones are complete. They also have these, I don't know what they are called directly, but like fake candles, but I know that these are pretty famous. Like a lot of people, like especially in the US, are searching for them. I don't know what I should do with them. Probably I guess they would be super cheap over here if I get them. But I'm not a reseller, so it's not really something that I super care for. Ah. Oh my god. God, everywhere you go, there's so many diddle cups, mugs. Ich hab dich lieb. That means I love you. Look. Here's one again with these that they have the diddle mouse on top. And you found the same cup again. Yeah,
Yes.
this one.
Yeah.
Yes, diddle is everywhere. So if you're a diddle collector, congratulations. You will find a
Always
lot of
fine.
stuff.
What?
What? Oh my god! Look at this one eye. Oh, this is cute, isn't it? Isn't it darling?
Oh yeah.
You can put your jackets there. Oh, it even has a date. 87. This is super cute. Yeah. Wendy. Ah, this is even a diddle folder, collector's folder for diddle postcards. Diddle was such a thing in the 90s. In Germany and in Switzerland as well. More diddle. Like, you find it everywhere. And it's cute, and I loved it when I was little. But it's nothing that I don't know, I feel super like nostalgic for. This is also adorable. 3D sculpted. Here's another one. Another 3D sculpted one. This is a strawberry. A strawberry on wheels.
Oh, do you remember those where you can put cup over cup?
No, actually I don't
We had
remember
something
those.
like this, and then it gives like a
Yeah, a face
face. Yeah.
from someone famous or just general hot guy. Or
Don't know.
I don't know. This is James Dean? No, probably not. Is it Hayden Christensen? No, probably not. So what do we have here? Oh, I was like, My Little
Yeah.
Teddy Bear. Dum bum bum. Fairy tales. Oh, looks cute. What is this? Ah, no. I had one of those. Not this color, but mine was more like purple turquoise color. Yeah. Phillies, no. We don't want Phillies over here.
Sind diese Mystery Box? Süß, machst so.
Okay.
Another puzzle. Mask. What mask? What mask? That's probably a game. I don't know. Because there's also a toy line called Mask. And there's a movie called Mask. The Mask. Oh, there's a lot of Mask. No, more modern puzzles. Seriously, this is one of the weirdest thrift stores I've ever been. We are inside an old, I don't know, like what was this in Stall? Stable. Yeah. We're inside an old stable for, I don't know, pigs, or what did you? Okay, there you've got your Christmas stuff, and then here, I don't know, there's a Christmas tree. Some shoes. Yeah, no, here in the middle it's fine. I'm not as tall, but like up there you have to like knee down to really like fit in. Asterix as Gladiator. More cassette tapes. What do we have here? Can you open this one? There, that way. I think it's. Oh, these are still not used.
New, yeah.
But this is not, is it a normal cassette or is it thicker? Because she also is searching for new friend.
Oh yeah.
Searching for some that are new in, but I don't know if these are. Is this a normal position? Schieß mich tot? I don't know.
Bündner Luft.
Maybe I check this.
Urige Bündner Klänge.
90s era sound C90? No. What's that? Ah, this is also for you to put your own music, yeah. Made in Switzerland. Doesn't fit in. Oh my god! I found all of these Snugglebumms jigsaw puzzles. I mean, so thrilled. This is the stuff I really want to find. I mean, of course, I also really want to find Barbies, but look at this. So, Snugglebumms is a toy line from, I think, Play School, or then MB took over. I mean, MB also, you know, does a lot of board games and puzzles, etc. So that why it also makes sense. From the 80s, so I think they were released, the toys itself, they were released in 84, and then it maybe run until maybe 86. And not a really big line, but they are these kind of funny creatures. Here in the middle you see one of the Snugglebumms. There is a whole family, and then they have friends, like these other Snugglebugs flying around them. And I mean, this is a 35-piece puzzle. I think they are all complete. So this is kind of the really big puzzle pieces, something that I had as a child with My Little Pony puzzles. And the bigger ones all have 60 pieces. So there you go. There is the dinosaur, and this is Princess Snuggelina. Oh, this artwork is so precious. And also this thrift store, this Brocki, was one that Selina had never visited. We just saw it at the edge of the street. It was like, oh, Brocki, open. Oh, let's just, I mean, what can we lose? Just stop for a couple of minutes and go in there. Then it was not just a couple of minutes, it was longer, because Selina also bought a very cool, like, big oversized jacket, and there were so many rooms. Oh my goodness, here is another one. Also a 60-piece puzzle. Here we have Mama and Papa of the Snugglebumms. I bought them Papa Brightly and Mama Lovely. Sorry, I always mix the names up. Here's the little dog of them. This is so precious. And I think these definitely really fit into the board, into the cardboard, because I don't know, I think now they are all probably undone, but oh no, I think this one is still done. So this is probably my least favorite of the artwork. Yeah, here you can see, you can really put the puzzle in the box and it fits. This is my favorite like type of puzzle where it is really the size of the box. Ah, this is so, it's also super lovely, but I don't know, here it's like the family has, I don't know, invited other Snugglebumms from other countries or something. So it's a little, I mean, on the nose, the Spanish, the Asian, and probably the Japanese, the Russian, I don't know, it's a little stereotypical, but I mean, still, it's just toys and it's a really cute artwork. And all of them, you know, Trollivollies, I think the Netherlands, the name in the Netherlands. Here it says Snugglebumms, that's the English name. Here we've got Bum Bum, I think this is the French name. And here we've got, no, where's actually Knuffelbund? Here, there it is. Familie Knuffelbund. This is Familie Knuffelbund, this is the German name. I actually also bought this, which is, I mean, I just threw it in. Not for me, but for the daughter of my friend Kenny Kittens. She has gotten into cassette tapes and she wants also to use some to record something else from whatever, from online stuff that she downloaded or whatever onto cassette tapes. And this is a completely sealed Sony cassette tape which you can use for recording your own stuff. So I just figured, I mean, this was probably then almost free or something, because for these 4 puzzles I paid, I don't remember, it was like 7 francs or something. So, yeah, I think she wanted like €2 for the bigger puzzle and for the smaller one, not euro, francs, because it was still in Switzerland, and 1 franc for the small puzzle, and then this was just for free. But oh my god, this is like, it's almost as good as if I would have found, you know, a pony puzzle for me. Look at this again, this is so precious. Does it actually have a date? No. But I think one of, or at least a couple of them had the date of like 86 or something. Or I'm just making that up. 84. There it is. So they're from 84. So such a cute little Brocki. So this was another one that we didn't plan. We just saw it at the street. Brocki is open, and so we just went in and I found these Snugglebumms puzzles. So good. So I think this is really now the end of this video. I think it probably was more than just one video. Oh, it focuses on you. It focused on Selina in the back. So I have no idea how this video is like put together, if it's 1 or 2 or more, or if I put the haul in between, or if I do a haul afterwards, or like, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw, because now we're on our way to Think Pink, the Barbie store, which will probably then be then the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. So thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye. Bye.